Yeah.
Which, not to put any salt in the wound for our BYU friends, but that's exactly why I thought it was crazy Rob Wright wanted to leave. Because I think Baylor is a place. We saw it with Davion Mitchell Friday night.
Oh my gosh.
Baylor is a place
Woo.
that gets wings and guards ready to play in the league.
Yeah.
Yep.
And by the way, to our friends from Provo or around the country, BYU fans, because it's an amazing fan base. I do want to say, there were a lot of people in the comments, sharing their opinions, sometimes more aggressively than others.
I love it.
Which, by the way, we love. It's awesome. We appreciate the interaction. And, remember, this is sports banter. It's never personal. It's a lot of fun. And I was thinking, the Kevin Young thing, right? I know the future is bright, but the bottom line is, to sustain this like Scott Drew has, he hasn't done that yet. And so you can be excited and have a lot of anticipation, but Scott Drew's track record speaks for itself.
Yeah.
All those guys going to the NBA, and so does a guy like Andre Iguodala's son coming to play at Baylor. I'm not saying he's going to be a lottery pick, but
yeah, we don't know.
No, but it's a great place where he can develop into a professional basketball player. I also think that we didn't talk enough about, we were sort of had kid gloves on when we were talking about the BYU and the situation with all the recruits that they've gotten recently. I like how you take yourself off the screen so you can, so they'll just come at me. No.
I'll look right in the camera as you're talking.
No. But, and again, this is all sports, back and forth. But, we didn't even mention the money. A lot of people out there, all they're saying is BYU is getting these guys because of the money. I disagree with that. And I didn't say it's about the money because I don't believe it's totally about the money. But you sure could make a hasty argument, and it would be hasty because it wouldn't be well thought out, that it is because of the money. But I don't believe that. But boy, the way that some people were responding, you would have thought that we were talking about the NBA developmental situation. You would have thought we were saying a lot worse.
Well, and I hope we're nuanced enough. We've said multiple times we would take the money. If we were in Rob Wright's shoes. We would. I'm not better than that. You're not. We would. So that's good enough reason, honestly. I'm actually not bitter.
I saw one of those shorts, here at Rogue Media. Scotty has a show on Sunday nights with Terrence Ganaway.
Yeah.
Which, of course, some of are partial to Baylor big time, right?
Guilty.
So
look,
went to Baylor. Yeah. Okay. So let's understand who we're working with. But I love there was a short of you talking about there's a huge rivalry between Texas and Baylor, and would you take $2 million to cheer for Baylor or for Texas?
Texas. Yeah, and Ganaway's I wouldn't, and I'm like, I would. Yes. I can be. Look, this is what I think I said. I said I can be bought.
$2 million is a lot of money, dude.
Listen. My perspective on life has changed really dramatically this past year because of things I've been through. It's just sports.
Yeah.
I am passionate about the Baylor Bears. I will root for the Baylor Bears till my last breath. But if you wrote me a check for $2 million, I will root for your team and I will get on this show and talk about them with as much enthusiasm in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's life-changing money that can set me and my daughter up for a long time. I'm good.
See that? But back to the BYU thing. Look.
Bear the truth.
What did he say?
He says I'm there as well.
Oh yeah.
Bear the Truth and I are both for sale.
Yeah.
We will come along.
And by the way, Bear the Truth is sitting on a puppy furniture empire over there.
That's right.
Right.
That's
so
right.
It's not like he needs the money. But that's just a window into what's going. What's the name of his company?
Primetime Pets with a Z.
Primetime Pets with a Z.
They sponsor. Please bear with me.
Oh, they do. That's what I'm talking about.
One day he's going to sponsor the Pete Souza show.
No, look. I'll take what I can get as long as he's a part of the family. But yeah, go ahead, check that out. PrimetimePets.com is the site, correct?
You nailed it.
Okay.
With a Z.
With a Z. So, and one other thing I wanted to mention, and this is I truly believe this. I believe all the things I'm saying, but this, when you look at the collection of work that Scott Drew has done with players, and the Davion Mitchell thing was a great example. He willed the Miami Heat to a win in a win-or-go-home situation.
Not just saying this because we've done it twice already. Stephen A. Smith sent 2 tweets in a row. who is this kid? He's crazy. Like, yeah.
So that's just another one of the guys. What was it, 11 or 12?
Well, there are 11 active NBA players from Baylor.
Yeah.
3 of them from that national championship team. All the rest from other eras.
I had notes here yesterday, and I picked this up. It says, this is from Friday. You can't see it.
Well,
It says
here's what we did not
it
say.
It says Pete sucks.
Here's what we did not say
So
Friday.
I got fans around here, too.
Here's what we did not say Friday that we had talked about off camera.
Yeah.
That is the 6th most of any school in America.
Yeah, I got it right here. Can I do it? Kentucky, 31, right, active NBA players. Duke, 26. UCLA, 14. Michigan, 13. Kansas, 12. And then Baylor and UNC with 11. So those are active players. So, like, look.
Yeah, ask any Joe around America, hey, who has more NBA players, North Carolina or Baylor? And they're going to go, oh, UNC. It's like, nope.
And I get that Rob talked a lot about learning from Chris Paul. And there's, look, I mean, learning from the guy who Chris Paul learned from. I get it. Chris Paul was a really, really good basketball player.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, before Kevin Young came into his life. So just keep that in mind. All right, the Pete Souza Show rolls on after this. Thank you guys so much for listening, getting in the comments. We love messing with people from different fan bases around here. I stay impartial. I sometimes can be a little loyal to Baylor because they gave me my start in this whole thing, calling games for play-by-play. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say about Andre Iguodala II or Jr. When I was calling a game out in Tucson, it was, I think, Arizona and maybe TCU, or I forget. I called a bunch of games out there. But I was out there for ESPN. Yeah, there you go. That crew was out there because he was taking a visit to his father's alma mater, right? So he went out there, and Arizona was on him hardcore. They really wanted him to go there, and he didn't. He went to Baylor. So just letting you know, like, something happening here in Central Texas. All right, we'll be back on the other side of the break. I got to tell you guys about this amazing experience I had over the weekend. I saw a game in an environment that was unlike any other I've ever seen a game in. That is a promise. We'll talk about it when I get back. We got the video to prove it. Pete Souza Show presented by Slovakics. Also, don't forget about our buddies from Extra Co Banks. We'll be back after this.